Okay, so we're just looking at a short topic. It's just still to do with rates of change, but it's on travel graphs. And again, you've had some experiences with this recently, but this is just for people who may want to have some notes. So it's travel graphs. And what you'll notice about the scale is rather than having y's and x's, we've got distance and we've got time. And so normally there'll be a unit of time like minutes or hours, and there'll be distance, could be kilometres or metres. It just depends. And normally this is like the distance from home, from a place. Okay, so they're the sort of things you're looking at, different scales, and you're looking at the numbers. So for instance, if these were representing say 100-metre blocks, 300, 400, 500, okay, and say for instance these times are, that's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. You can actually do some analysis of what's happening here. So in this particular example, we've got Sally's travel, and in the first 1 minute she's gone 500 meters. Okay, so in 1 minute she's gone 500 meters, and so we could say her speed is 500 meters per minute. Okay, so there's some analysis questions. Now what's happening here is that Sally has stopped traveling. So between 1 and 2 minutes she has stopped for a rest. Okay, and then this part of the journey here represents the fact that she's come back towards where she's home. So she's come back 100 meters in the space of perhaps a half a minute. Then she has another stop here for a minute, and then this last part is her coming home. It's not her walking down a hill, she's coming home. So for instance, if that was 400 and home is 0, she's come, in the last part, she's come 400 meters, and it's taken her 1 to 2.5 minutes, so we could work out her speed. Okay, I think that's 160 meters per minute. I haven't got my calculator with me, but it's something like that, whatever that divides to. Okay, so this journey does not represent her going up a hill and coming down a hill. It's just going away from home and then coming back from home. And you can tell the journey, tell the story. You might be asked to find speeds and how long things are happening for. Okay, so that's an example. Let's look at some specific questions. Okay, come across when you're ready. Okay, so I've got an example from a textbook, and you've got to try to match up these stories with these maps. So I'll give you a chance. Again, these are all distances from home and time, and you don't have any scales. You're just trying to match a story with a map. So I'll pause, and then when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so hopefully you've had a crack. If you haven't, then we'll just see. Okay, so in A, goes to a friend's house without stopping and doesn't come home. So we're looking for a journey that goes away and doesn't come home. And so this journey here is going at 2 different speeds because there's 2 different lines, and definitely not coming home. So that one is definitely E. In B, goes for a jog and comes home. So we need to start and finish at the same spot, and we need to have a rest in between, and we need to have 2 different speeds. Okay, so we're looking for a journey out and coming home slower. So for instance, that one there is going out, having a rest and coming back, but this line here is steep, which means he's coming home fast, whereas this line is going out, having a rest, and then coming home slower because the line is less steep. So that one is G. Okay, so next one is Simone goes to 2 separate shops and comes home. So when he goes to the shops, Simone goes to the shops, she's going to stop each time. So we're looking for a journey out and a journey back with 2 stops. Okay, so here's a stop and here's a stop, and going out and coming back, so that is going to be A. Okay, next one is Ellie leaves home, jogs, sprints, and returns home sprinting and jogging. So we need a slow speed and a fast. Okay, so we need a slow speed and a fast. Okay, so there's a slow speed and a fast, and fast and slow, fast and slow. So that one is D. Okay, next one. He's not even at home. He's at his friend's place and he comes home. So we're looking for a journey that he comes home without stopping, and that's that journey there, starting away from home and just coming home without stopping. So that's F. Okay, next one. Comes home from school making a stop. Okay, so comes home from school, so he needs to start away. So come home from school and there's your stop, and then keeps on going, so that's going to be B. Okay, rides a bike uphill, so uphill means it's going to be slow. Stopping at the lookout and then coming home quick. So we need to have a slow journey and a stop. So a slow journey, a stop, and then a quick journey because the line's steep. So that's going to be C. And the last one, Liana's car breaks down at work, so she's not at home. Okay, so she's not at home, she has a breakdown, and then she drives home. So that's going to be H. So you can easily match the stories quite easily. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so here's another one where you have to describe the journey. So have a crack yourself, and when you're ready, come back live. Okay, so Sean starts from home. Now we don't have any scale, so I suppose we'll just mention, so travels to the shop. Okay, so there's the shop up there. Does some shopping. Now, how long did... So let's use some time. So starts from home, travels to the shop in about 2 minutes. Okay. Now, we don't know how far the thing is, so we won't be able to mention a number for speed. Now, how long do they shop for? From 2 minutes to 5 minutes. So they shop for 3 minutes. Okay. Then they come back towards home. Okay, so starts towards home at a certain speed. We don't know what the speed is because we need to have the numbers here to actually work out what the speed, but going at a certain speed for 2 minutes. And then for the last minute, travels more quickly. Travels quicker for the last minute. Okay. So I'd say if we had some numbers, we could find out how quick that speed was, and how quick that speed was. But we haven't got any numbers, so we'll just have to leave it at that. And that's the end of the slides. So there'll be exercises to do on your Moodle page. Okay, bye.